season's really kicking off on Kerr Lake.
It sure is. Lots of excitement.
Yeah, so today we're doing a quick run-through of the key safety stuff you need to know, pulled straight from the official guidelines.
Right. The goal is just making sure everyone has a good time safely, avoid any unexpected issues out there.
Exactly. So let's jump right in with life jackets. First up, kids under 13.
Okay, this one's crucial. If you have kids under 13 on board, they must be wearing a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket.
And not just wearing any old jacket, right? It has to fit them properly while the boat's actually moving.
Absolutely. Fit is everything. Too big, and it just doesn't do the job. Snug is the key.
Good point. And what about folks on, say, a jet ski or being towed?
Same deal. Anyone on a PWC that's a personal watercraft or anyone being towed, like for water skiing or tubing, needs to wear a Coast Guard approved life jacket. Always. No exceptions there.
Okay. And for everyone else, the adults or older kids just riding along?
You still need to have a Coast Guard approved life jacket for every single person on board. The right size, too.
And they need to be, easy to get to, not locked away.
Exactly. Readily accessible. Think grab and go.
Yeah.
Not buried under the anchor and picnic basket.
Makes sense. And there's something extra for bigger boats, isn't there?
Yes. If your vessel is 16 feet or longer, you also need a Type 4V throwable device.
That's like the ring buoy or cushion thing?
Precisely. It's an extra layer of safety, something you can toss quickly if someone goes in the water a bit further away.
Got it. Okay, let's shift to PWCs, the personal watercraft. There are age rules here, I know.
Oh, definitely. It's actually illegal for anyone under 14 to operate a PWC, period.
Under 14, none at all. What about 14 and 15-year-olds?
Well, they can operate one, but only under certain conditions.
Okay, like what?
Either they need to be supervised by someone who's 18 or older and meets the state's boating education requirements, or the 14 or 15-year-old needs to have proof of their age, plus a boating safety certificate. And that certificate needs to be from a NASBILA approved course.
NASBILA?
National Association of State Boating Law Administrators. It basically means it's a recognized, standardized safety course.
Okay, so some verified training or direct adult supervision. That seems reasonable for those machines.
They're powerful, yeah. Need some know-how.
What about lights? When do you need them and what kind?
Navigational lights are critical for safety, especially from sunset to sunrise or, during bad visibility like fog or heavy rain.
So for a typical powerboat, say under, 39 feet?
For power-driven vessels under 12 meters, which is about 39.4 feet, you need specific lights.
What?
A green light on the starboard that's the right side, visible across a 112.5-degree arc for at least 1 nautical mile.
Okay, green on the right.
And a red light on the port, the left side, same arc, 112.5 degrees, also visible for at least 1 nautical mile.
Red on the left, and a white one.
Yes, a white stern light at the back. That one covers a 135-degree arc and needs to be visible for at least 2 nautical miles.
Gotcha. And if your boat is a bit bigger, say over that 39-foot mark, but under 160-something feet.
Right, for boats between 12 meters and 50 meters, so 39.4 feet up to just under 164 feet, the side lights, the red and green, need to be visible for further out.
How far?
At least 2 nautical miles for those side lights.
Yeah.
The arcs are the same, but the visibility requirement doubles.
And the stern light?
Stays the same.
Yeah.
Still that 135-degree arc, visible for 2 nautical miles. These lights are essential so other boats can see you, figure out which way you're going, or if you're anchored.
Super important for avoiding collisions in low light. Now, Kerr Lake is interesting because it sits across 2 states. North Carolina and Virginia.
That's a really good point to bring up. It does span both.
So how do the rules work? Do you follow one state or the other?
Well, there are reciprocal agreements, meaning the states often recognize each other's basic rules.
Yeah.
But the smartest, safest approach is really to know the specific regulations for both North Carolina and Virginia.
So don't just assume one covers everything.
Exactly. Think of it's covering all your bases. Some rules might differ slightly, perhaps on education requirements or specific zones. Knowing both ensures you're compliant and safe, no matter which side of the imaginary state line you drift across.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Better safe than sorry, especially when dealing with regulations.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap the big things we hit. Life jackets are essential, especially the mandatory wear for kids under 13 and anyone on a PWC or being towed.
And having accessible ones for everyone else, plus that throwable for boats 16 feet and up.
Right. Then, the PWC operation rules no one under 14 and specific requirements for 14 and 15-year-olds involving education or supervision.
Don't forget the lights. Knowing the requirements for red, green, and white lights based on your boat size for night operation or poor visibility.
And finally, that point about Kerr Lake being interstate waters. Best practice is knowing the rules for both NC and VA.
You got it. Familiarizing yourself with these, it's not just about ticking boxes or following the law. It's really about contributing to a safer environment for yourself, your passengers, and everyone else sharing the lake.
It really is a shared space.
It is. And maybe that's something for you, the listener, to think about. How does taking just a few minutes to understand and follow these safety rules play into that bigger picture of shared responsibility and just, mutual respect out on the water? Definitely worth considering before your next trip.
Great final thought. Thanks for breaking that all down.
My pleasure. Stay safe out there.